Hello everyone and welcome back to English Means Zone. So what are we going to learn today? It's going to be present perfect tense. Yes, you heard me right. It's a present perfect tense that we are going to address today. So have you ever wondered or have you ever said, I have eaten? So of course, you're already using the present perfect tense unknowingly. So we will see where and when to use present perfect tense, the do's and don'ts, the usage with examples, and tomorrow's video I will bring you more examples and the explanation as to why we have used the present perfect there. So with that, I'm sure your doubts will be clarified. Now, when do we use present perfect tense? When we are talking about some unspecified time, when we are talking about an action which has taken place in an unspecified time. So the action has started in the past and it continues even till now. The time is not mentioned. We do not have to mention the time when we are talking about the present perfect tense. Now let's talk about the structure. Structure as in how we frame a sentence in present perfect tense. So if we are using singular, if the subject is singular, then we use the subject plus has and the past participle, which is the third form of the verb. Say for example, eat, the second form is, the simple past is ate and the past participle is eaten. So we will use the third form, that is the participle form, eaten. So she has eaten. She is singular, has and eaten. Now if we are talking about plural, that is many, then the structure will be subject plus have plus the past participle. So again the past participle remains the same. With I, because I is always special as I say, we will use subject, that is I, plus have plus the past participle. You can check out these examples here, like I have never seen snow, I have visited the zoo many times. So this is all talking about the life experiences. Now we have more examples here with singular. You can check out these. My brother has visited London. He has gone to the store. The cat has eaten its food. These are all a few examples in the singular. Then you have more examples with plural, that is the subject. If it is plural, then you have and the past participle, like the players have won the match. So this is how we write the present perfect. Now, what is it that tells us that, okay, I have to use present perfect here? How do you know that? So there is no mention of time, as I told you in the beginning. So it is unspecified past. We do not have to say when the action actually got completed, or we talk about some life experience of ours. So how do we know that this is a life experience? For example, I have visited Paris. It's an experience of my life. So till today, till the present moment, I have this experience of visiting Paris. So I have visited Paris and the referral point is the present moment. I still have life. I may still go in the future also. So that is not important, but the referral point is the present moment. I have visited Paris. So till now, my experience says that I have visited Paris. That is the reason why we will be using it in present perfect, because it's an experience of mine till this present moment. Now, here, these are life experiences where time isn't important. We do not use present perfect when we are talking about, a certain, finished time. We do not have to use present perfect when we are talking about finished time. If it is you're mentioning time, then you cannot use present perfect. Like she has tried skydiving last year. When you're mentioning the time last year, you do not have to use the present perfect. You will say she tried skydiving last year. You will use the simple past if you're mentioning the time. But if you're not mentioning, you're referring to the experience that she had. She has tried skydiving because she has experienced skydiving. That is the reason why you will not mention the time and you will be using the present perfect. Now the same goes here. Have you ever ate sushi? Ate is the simple past. You cannot have and ate. You cannot have. And have you eaten sushi yesterday? Here you cannot have and eaten, they are correct, but then you cannot use the time here. You do not mention the time. So the right answer would be, have you ever eaten sushi? So this is, and have you ever experienced eating sushi? That's the question here. So when you're talking about life experiences, as I told you, you will be using the present perfect. Now, simple past is used when the time is clear. When the mention of the time is there, we use the simple past. So, I visited Paris in 2010. So, you're mentioning the time. This is the time when the action of visiting Paris was completed. Like, you want to mention the time when you visited. So, when you're referring to the time, you're mentioning the time, you will use the simple past. When you do not want to specify the time and you want to state your experience, then you will use the present perfect. So here you can see it's an experience and there's no mention of time. I have visited Paris. Here you intend to say you're talking about the experience. Here time does not matter. So if you have had such experiences that you want to share, you can leave your comments here in present perfect, and the same thing you can tell me in simple past also using the time word or the signal word in the past. Anything in the past, you can write your your sentences here in the comment section below. Now there are many differences that we have between I wrote and I've written. So wrote is the simple past and written, as you can see, is the third form, which is usually used with the past perfect and the present perfect. Now I wrote 3 emails today. So this is a wrong sentence. We usually end up saying I wrote 3 emails today, but this is wrong. Why? Unfinished time periods and recently completed actions. So the time, it's not yet complete. So if it is say 6 o'clock in the evening right now, we still have got another 6 hours for the day to be over. So today is not yet over. That is unfinished time period. So we will not use simple past for unfinished time periods. Since today is not over yet, we cannot use the simple past. And recently completed actions also we usually mention in the in the present perfect. Now this was about one rule that we normally follow. Now we've seen 2 clients this week, so we are still in Tuesday. It's just Tuesday today, so how can we say this week is already over? It's not. We still have 5 more days to go, so we cannot say we have seen 2 clients. We have seen 2 clients this week is correct. We saw 2 clients this week would be wrong because the week is not yet over. I have written 3 emails today. Yes, so far I have written 3. I may write more because the day is not over yet. So that is the reason why you will use present perfect. Now there are time words like today, this week, this year, this morning, which are unfinished. These are not yet completed. So there we use the present perfect. Remember these are the signal words. Now recently completed actions rule, the third rule that we are going to take up. So use present perfect for just finished actions. That means you must have finished a few seconds before, a few minutes before that, and the result even affects now. The effect of it is felt even now. For example, she's just left. You still feel that, okay, she was here till a while ago and then she has left. You feel that result. I've already eaten. Your tummy is still full. You just ate, a while ago. So you still feel that you're full. So I've just eaten. Then this is another rule that, just, already and yet. These are the signal words which tell you that, you have to use the present perfect here. And then for actions that started in the past and still continue. This is the 4th rule. That means the action started in the past, but even now they are continuing. So for that you use since or for. Now do you say I'm living here since 2010? No, you do not say that. I am living. I am living is present continuous, and you cannot use that with since, because for and since you usually use with the perfect tenses. So for is used for duration when you're giving the number in like 4, 10, 8, 6, whatever, you're giving the number. And since is used for the starting point. So this is like a ray that it starts somewhere but the ending point you don't know. So since is used for the starting point. There in the previous sentence, I am is I am living here. So am living is present continuous, we cannot use. So this is the reason why that sentence will be wrong. Now coming to the next thing, for is for duration, and since for the starting point we have already seen that. And I have lived here for 10 years, this is the right sentence because it is talking about the duration. Have lived is the present perfect. For actions that started in the past and still continue, we have known each other since 2010. That means 2010 you got acquainted, you became friendly, and even now you know one another. It will still continue. You will still know one another. So this is where we use the present perfect with since, when it is going to continue even later. Now the common mistakes that we make, I'm living here since 2010. No, that's wrong tense. As I told, present continuous is not what we use here when we are talking especially of the word since. I have lived here since 2010. This is the correct tense because we use since with the perfect tense. Now coming to the signal words, these are the common signal words that you have which are used with the present perfect: ever, never, for, so far, recently, already, up to now, lately. So you can check this out, check this table. Then avoid with present perfect. These are the words that the time words that you avoid with the present perfect. So remember that. Then you have the do's and don'ts. The time is not mentioned or not important for present perfect. Time is not mentioned. You talk about life experiences. An action is still happening or its effect is visible now. Even now you can feel the action's effect. You're referring to the present result of a past action. So some action has taken place in the past and the result is felt even now. Then talking about a specific finish time in the past, you do not use present perfect. Using it with the past time expressions like yesterday, last week, etc., you do not use the present perfect. Describing historical events, you don't use present perfect. Now the other thing that you should remember, this is examples that I have given. I have lost my keys, that means I don't have them even now. This is the meaning. He has gone to the market, he is still there, that means he is not here with me. Have you ever seen a rainbow? This is your experience. Have you ever experienced seeing a rainbow? They haven't finished the work yet. Work is still pending. Then we have lived here since 2015. That started in the past, still continuing. So this was a clarity that I wanted to give you. Then the usage, life experience. Have you ever eaten octopus? This is an example. Effect and result in present. I have lost my phone. Still lost. I mean, you don't even have it now. From past till now, continuing, they have worked here for 3 years. So which means that, it's still continuing. It's not over yet. So I hope you liked my explanation. Tomorrow I'll come up with examples and their explanation to make things easier for you to understand. Stay tuned. Thank you so much. God bless.